And I hope the pleasant audio has sated you all for this evening. Hey, there you are! Was wondering where the stream went off to. Salutations, class, and welcome back. I've got some hot chocolate ready to go in just a minute here, so before we actually begin a level, I will need a moment. How's everyone doing this evening? I'm trying to keep warm as best as I can. Let's see, we got through the Force to Fall last time, so I think now... Yeah, we're completely going through the next two areas tonight. Oh, wait. Wrong button. Return to map. There we go. I do believe we did complete the majority of the forest here. We hadn't yet gotten to... Interesting couple of levels. I think we can go ahead and take a look at them after we get ourselves a little bit familiar with some of the mechanics in the forest here. And there's the microwave going off right there. I'll be right back. Beautiful. And a nice steaming cup of hot chocolate for this evening. Right now, it should be about -2 degrees Celsius and getting colder. So, space heater on, wearing the flannel, and hopefully things should be heating up in here. Thematically, we might even come across some appropriate levels. I wouldn't know. Other than that, despite it being frigid, I've had a wonderful day so far. Let's see, wall is defeat, kick it is you, water is stop, belt is shift. So anytime you occupy... Ah, I see. Anytime you occupy the same space as something with shift, it will push one block in that direction. Belt is push, but that doesn't necessarily mean we get to... Ah, wait, hold on. We might only be able to borrow 1 or 2 pieces here. Haha! So, do it again. And it will only actually act once we have input movement. Alright. So they're not constantly active. Again, this is a game that generally only works in steps. For some reason, you were trying to play Rush E. You don't understand why you decided Rush E, of all things, should be the first thing you try to play on a keyboard that you haven't touched in ages. I've heard the name. I don't think I know much of what the game is about. Welcome, Avid and Mal, James, Coral. Wall is wall, wall is stop, key is open, key is push, door is shut, Baba is you. wall is wall. Oh, I'm guessing this is about, this sounds like a, oh, what's it called? I'm already blanking. Osu. Is this an Osu thing? Or... okay, it's going to be some sort of rhythm game, I'm going to guess. Wall is shut? Well then, elaborate for me. Wall is shut. I feel like there's no other way that we could have immediately... No, we could do wall is push, right? No, we can't move push off of here. So let's think. How about... I have no idea what conversation's going on in the chat here. Yeah, I have no idea what y'all are talking about. Key is open, key is push. I'm trying to think if there's anything we'll do at the beginning here. I don't see much that we can interact with involving is open or is push. Given that we can't do is push, we can't maneuver any of the walls around to get them to be openable. So now we're not doing anything with the door. We can do wall is open, wall is shut. What else could we use as an open, though? Rush E is a piece of music that, if you remember correctly, is designed to be physically impossible for a human to play. Okay, that makes sense. I can't imagine a piece of music called Rush E to be a classical song. Hold on. That does sound like something that is a piece of piano music created as a spin-off of a Mark. Okay. Then why the hell did you call it a piece of classical music? Very, very weird. It is in fact a piece of music. It will be classical one day eventually. Ah! Coral is just talking out of their ass. I see. And welcome, Bronzois. Hope you're doing well today. See, I imagine we have to do a wall is shut, but how do we do a, what can we make open off of this? Well, might as well let's, wait a minute. No, we can't do wall is key. because wall is wall. So yeah, we can't apply that yet. Let's see. Hot cocoa has indeed cooled down enough to where it could be used as a hydrate. Thank you. And welcome, Chris. Chat is scrolling way faster than I can keep up. A warm welcome to everyone. It seems my nose has already gotten stuffed again so soon. Give me a second. It is painfully frigid around here. Yeah, it's definitely a hot cocoa kind of evening. I am allergic to coral. Mostly just me being allergic to British. So if I'm allergic to coral, I can at least counteract coral by bringing tea. Funny for that to be caught by the auto mod. Go ahead, allow that in. Wait. Okay, I forgot. So, I need to remember that shut does not include stop as part of its implied dialogue. Or implied abilities. So, now... Door is key. Wall is shut. We can move key back over here and make it push. And now... we will need the other is. We need them to both be active simultaneously. Wait a minute. No, we don't need the key there. There we go. Now, in order to get the win out, we use 2 keys. No, again. They really make this painfully tight to figure out. So, now we have to push in. There we go. They really leave you with only one option in here. Yeah, the auto mod caught Coral attempting to murder me. But yeah, I don't think we've ever actually had auto mod even catch something that I had it leave out. Mostly it's just caught Coral and Stella letting out profanities. Usually Coral, surprisingly. Merry crisis indeed. Let's see. Tree is hot. Flag is win. Fungus is melt. Keke is you. Fungus has flag. Bug is defeat. Belt is shift. It's not gonna be that easy. Bug is defeat, but we're not going to be able to do anything with, I imagine there's not anything we do with the bugs up there. "1v1 you in Minecraft. Could you, pick a more interesting game for combat, at the very least? There's hardly any interesting PvP in Minecraft. You just get into range and swing your sword accordingly. Now, if it's a whole, like, spleef building blocks and stuff like that, that would be pretty cool." Ah, and Kayla. Welcome. Bed Wars. Never played Bed Wars, but I'd be willing to give it a try. Let's see. So we have to get rid of the bugs somehow. What we'll want to use is, belt is pull, because then we'll be able to move the belt over into this spot right here, which lets us then pull the tree up. Bug doesn't have pull though. Because of the corners we have here and here, we can't pull these words out either. Though given the fact that we can manipulate the fungus, I imagine there's something we do here. You've just been looping the intro because you don't feel like dying today. I imagine a lot of the Minecraft PvP stuff is pretty fun. There was actually one custom map that was, made that a friend recently. Yeah, a friend was recently recruiting a few other friends to play through a Minecraft map, but that one didn't stick. I think folks got bored of it. Or rather, it came into the Terraria situation, where a lot of people were playing at, asynchronous times. So it was very, very difficult to get everyone on the same page together. You've been in a VTuber server for like 4 hours, and you've been putting off making a house because you get way too into it. I've actually found the opposite maybe to be true. If there's so many people that, or really, what I try to do is get a good, 6 people or so, and we'll start a world together. If it's very, very large and just a world of its own, I might go in, build a house, make a couple of friends, exist for a bit. But if it's a server that's only, inhabited by a few other people, I have trouble trying to stay along if we're all playing at random times. You will spend 5 continuous hours building. I'm usually a, resource gatherer. I build for function a lot quicker than I build for form. So, every time we get into Minecraft, I'll build a bunch of chests, and then just start hoarding materials. I don't usually spend a lot of time actually trying to get building materials. Oh god, come get your resources. How Haven't really been in Minecraft mood lately. I thought about it with that server with friends, but they were kind of playing at random without my involvement. I do love Minecraft, but I don't feel like it right now. Recently, I've been on a Skyrim binge. I've, been playing that mod pack I've occasionally streamed. Since I've gotten through a lot of the base game content, I've been trying to, get all the various quest mods for all the new, basically fan-made DLCs that I haven't had a chance to play through yet. So, given that I have a functional and very aesthetically pleasing build, wait a minute. We can do fungus as hedge. That's not helpful. Since I have an aesthetic and yeah, that's not gonna spawn a flag. Basically, since my Skyrim just feels fun to play. Finally, after all this time, I've been trying to find whatever little, quest mods I can get my hands on. And complete those, just for the fun of it. What can we even change here? Hedge isn't pull. Belt isn't pull, I don't think. Correct. I mean, we can try this. Wait. Is there any way we can pull this around? So we can't move the fungus downward. That one's probably always going to remain melt. Ah. So with clever positioning, we can walk through the tree, and now we can pull it. There's not a very reliable way we can get the fungus to move, though, is there? So once we move the is in there, we can't do anything with it. Unless... No, we can't get the is out of there. Because it's set to pull, we can't actually move it into any of these corners. So using our knowledge here... Belt is pull. We can't... But how would we get the tree over there? See, there's not a way we can actually just shift it 90 degrees here either, because it will continue to follow us. Yeah, we can't just do that either. That'll block us there in the corner. Never thought this game would get this difficult and this restrictive. There might be some other... Yeah, keep out. We might get a few more hints from some of the other levels in here. Seems like a lot of these. Ah, Baba doesn't respond. Baba is push, Keke is U, belt is shift. So here we'll get a lot more knowledge about how we can use shift here. Door is stop, door is defeat and open. Read is defeat. So when we shut this up, okay, we use that to activate. That will get rid of the door, but then the read becomes something that can hurt us. Belt is push. Ah, but what about Baba is move and Baba is push? So now we can push these around. But how would we get them to interact with the reed? Ah, wait. We can use it to make Baba is move, which... if we do that... let's actually go ahead and revert it to where we get Baba is push again. If we do that and then set Baba to move... so we will have to lock this in permanently when it becomes active. Yeah. So I got an idea. Leave that angled there. We can move is over to here. Now, we can try something like Baba is move, and we might need to reposition Baba for this. But the idea is hopefully we can make it to the reed before he ends up murdering us. So we're one space short. Alright, revert it back to where we had belt is push. We're gonna have to stall this out for a little bit longer. Welcome, Pito. We're figuring out how to make Baba respond. And getting myself a bit puzzled in a couple of instances here and there. Now we put the is here. And then, that should give us enough time. And now we make a break for it. Perfect. And Baba remained shut in that room forever, since he could not escape through the conveyor belt. Wait, no. Wrong level. So it's called Keep Out. I think the biggest issue is we don't know how we can manipulate the pull just yet. If we cross over that threshold, we'll be locked. So what we might have to do is get the tree pulled into the position that we need. And then we can do something with the conveyor belt. We can also do something with the Scrunko, who is here just on time. Since we did start stream about an hour late, he's actually here in the first 30 minutes rather than the halfway mark. Y'all know what time it is. Go on. Or never mind. I guess he doesn't want to associate. Alright, fungus is melt, hedge is stop. We cannot move the fungus off the top there, but we do have an is that we can mess with. We can maneuver the tree just about anywhere we need, as long as we can get the belt shifted around. Bug is melt? There's not a way we can change the effects on bug. But there's not a way we can get it to mess with the bug. It's not that we'd be able to do anything with the belt either. All we get to do there is belt is pull, but we could also try doing belt is tree. We wouldn't be able to use any shift effects from that. However, if we could get the belt into position right on top of the fungus and then turn it into a tree, we'd get them to destroy each other. I imagine that's why we're given the extra space here. Very well. I wonder if there's any way. See, with the fact that we start with the tree out here, but then still have the belt, I feel like we're going to have to do some very, very nuanced setup where we And then we can't mess with it afterwards. That might be our ticket here. Because the instant we start heading down this hallway, we bring the tree with it. And we're gonna have to do something with the tree here. But of course we can't... So pull implies that something would be a stop or a solid. Now I can use it as a one-way path just fine. No, I still don't get this one for the life of me. We'll try some of the other levels, see if we can figure something out. Tree is push, door is sink, door has tree. Bava is you, text is float. Okay, this might be silly, but I think we'll have to do... Ah, we will have to do it in a certain order. Wait until the patrol passes, and now we can quickly maneuver these in there. I also haven't seen which one's open. Actually, wait, if we don't have any modifiers on door, we just get to go through there. Nope, not quite yet. Actually, it might be a lot easier if we just disable the sync whenever we're rotating these around. One more down. Kind of a long and arduous process, and I don't even know if it works. I've got a better idea. Door has tree. There we go. Now... The door isn't stopping us from anything, is it? Yeah, there we go. I'm guessing they must be rock or ground types, those skulls, since they don't really like the grassy trees. Love and door is stop. Baba is you. Water is sing. Text is float. Key and rock is push. Key is open. Door is shut. Flag is win. Rock is key. Key is push. Since the text floats, we don't get it to interact with anything on the other side of the water. Alright, so obviously, since the Baba is you is manipulatable, there's something we have to do with it. Can we push them over the... No, we cannot push them over the love. Ah, but again, we can't manipulate that without moving it vertically. Ah, howdy to a friend whose name I do not know how to pronounce. My name is Xander Turing, and I'm keeping warm this evening. I usually play a lot of roguelikes, indie games, and fighting games, but we are taking it easy for December. Rock is push. Key is push. Indeed. How should I refer to you? Tricks or LMN, or is there anything specific you would refer to? Well, Baba is taking it easy because I do get time to just sit down and think, as opposed to, some of the other games I like to play on the channel, such as Guilty Gear or Dead Cells, which, once you start rolling, it becomes very difficult to slow down or stop. Tricks or whatever you want. I think I'll try to go for tricks. I do make it a personal note to try to pronounce any name that shows up in chat correctly. Or as best as I can, given that I can't properly roll my R's for whenever Aaron shows up. Yeah, nope, still can't roll my R's. So, we have to have something get across the water is sink. Love and doors stop, Texas float, water is sink, so we can't sink the water. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm so white I'm not able to roll my R's. Sue me. Actually don't, I can't afford a lawyer. So, we don't have a has here. Ah, not quite yet. No, if we do that, then we can't transform anything. Since we'd have two Babas. Ah, but... we can try doing a key is you. But that won't mean anything until we have a key in here. I'm really sure we just have to do rock is key and then figure out something else from there. Noted. We can't just do is for that one. All that Sokoban practice definitely prepared me for this. Now, I think we have to figure out what we're doing next. Key is open, door shut, so this is the only possible interaction we have here. lovely house. That doesn't really help describe what we have to do here either. Okay, weird idea. If we try to set up some rule blocks to where... Yeah, we could do something like that. It looks like the rules resolve before the actual interaction with the key. Key and Baba is you lets us directly manipulate the key. So, what if we changed it to... Ah, the key opening the door resolves first. So we're out of objects. We still need something to get across the water. There's not any way for us to push the text directly over the barrier to make it interact with any of the other rules. At least it doesn't look like that. Since the door and the love are stopped, we can't push anything to the other side of them. Because of that, we can't do anything weird to where we have a rock overlapping the door there. Can't push any of the words over the barrier either. Yeah, still no idea what we're doing here. Alright, figure out another level then. No, I can't. No, I can't roll my R's. Oh, now we have. Oh, that's a sideways bug. Box has key. Key is you and weak. If we run into a wall, we die. Well, there's hardly anything I need to roll my R's for. Key is open. Door is shut. Box has key. Bug is defeat. How is it sad, Stella? I never have a reason to use it. Or need to. Okay, so we can do that. Wait, where do we have boxes weak? Ah, boxes weak is up there. The idea here, we're going to need 5 boxes to survive, apparently. Door and wall is stop, bug is defeat. Can't manipulate any of those. Door is shut. We could try key has box, maybe. Key has door? We don't have anything to do with the door, especially if it's stop. We also can't change the is you rule there. Box has key and is you, maybe? And of course we can't manipulate it from there. So we have to get past the defeating bugs. If we do... You know, I think they set it up perfectly. It doesn't look like there's a way we can actually do a, box and key, or box has key and is you. Box has key is you. This game got a lot wilder than I expected, and so quickly. We are about an hour in. I think once we figure out our next level, I'd like to take a quick break. This one might be a bit easier. Up. Okay, so that will change the angle of it, as expected. Now let's see what we need to do. Flower is defeat and melt. Ghost is push and hot. Okay, so we will ignore any interactions with it while it's up. Or, wait. Ghost is up? How much did this game cost? I think it was relatively cheap. Current price on the Steam page is 30% off. So that leaves it at about 11 USD. See, we're given very little that we can change the rules of here. Ghost is pushing hot, flowers defeat and melts. So I imagine we have to get the belt to interact with the flowers here. Today you learned inability to roll R's is apparently genetic. I wouldn't be surprised, although I think I have gotten close a few times. I can kind of approximate the sound if I growl one out, but that's not entirely accurate. Belt is shift. Shift up? That doesn't change the rules. It doesn't look like. It'll make us face that direction, but it can't actually shift anything through the wall. So, what do you even try to make it do? Let's see. There's no way we can get the up to interact with the Baba is you up here. In fact, this rule can only be shifted left or right. But we can change it to a Baba is belt or wait, Baba is shift. Okay, so that does kind of function as an up, now that I think about it. First time seeing a hot ghost outside of visual novels. Don't worry, we'll be playing Touhou 7 very soon. What did you walk into? Baba is you. Welcome back, Sai. How you doing? Okay, we push the belt down there. Now we can do belt is up. Push our ghost buddy in here. Sitting here with your cast or your cat? Hope you haven't been injured lately, that'd be a little frightening. Is everything okay with you, Sai? We can do belt is shift again. Yeah, that will move the ghost up one. Oh! Well, I'm very sorry to hear that, Sai, but it does sound like things are improving for you. Baba is shift, so now... Oh, well that's not going to matter since we have push anyway. Yeah, just have him trample the flowers. Okay, there's that level done. So, we still have a lot more stumping me. Yeah, I do hope you get better soon, Sai. We are a little overdue for our first break, so... Well, actually, I still haven't even gotten through the hot chocolate yet. Although it might be lukewarm at this point. Oh yeah, the chocolate's no longer hot. Which makes it somewhat more boring. Alright, no need for a break just yet then. we'll finish off the drink very, very quickly. And then I'll go grab myself another cup of tea. Yeah, this one's completely still stumping me. Okay, so we know shift can work, but... yeah, we can still move things through here just fine. We still need that fungus to be melt. Huh. We don't ever have a reason for fungus to be hedge. But given that melt is not up here against the wall, I imagine we have something we need to do with it. Belt is always shift, so we can move this over here. Then we can do belt is melt, but we don't have much that we get to pull with that. Tree is melt? But then we don't get the flag out of the fungus. And there's still not a way for us to pull... Wait a minute. Tree is belt? No, because we don't have an is we can put up there. Another useless effect. Turns out there aren't many games you can play well with one hand. But you know, earlier today you got a little game cheap on the Switch that reminded you of me. Dude, tell me about that one. Let's see, one-handed games. You could play a lot of point-and-click games. Stella and I were recently talking about Monkey Island last night. Similarly, Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people is also an option. And something I'll be playing very soon. Overall, I think there are a lot of point-and-clicks you could play one-handed. Maybe some super simple platformers. Things that'll only require you to have your fingers on, say, WASD or the arrow keys, or the number pad, depending on which of your hands is broken. Ooh, that's a fun game. I have, one hand clapping since it uses your voice as a control input. When you were playing is called Not, a brain buster. What do we got here? Oh yeah, a lot of mobile games would also work too. Puzzle game based on logic and orientation. Oh wait, looks like a little cube, and you gotta... Okay, so very similarly to what we're doing. It's a quick reaction puzzle game of sorts. So that one will, blue and down. So every time it comes up with an option, you have to do something specific with what it comes up with. And it's going to have different colors of text and different rules. Swipe towards the right direction. In the classic mode, discover a new concept on each level. In the challenge mode, go as far as your brain can possibly take you. So you have to pay attention to a lot of not, and all that stuff. Sounds really cool. Yeah, definitely something you can play with just one hand. Actually, the more I think about it, there's a lot more games that you can get away with doing that with. Slightly different interface here. Because my desktop stream is slightly different from the corner stream. Relies on coding-ish logic. The instant I heard the, not, that's what I thought of. Like if it says not right, you have to go any direction but right. Because every not will be in a -1, essentially. We actually had a not in this as well. Welcome back, Kuru. Alright, I'm stumped. What rule am I not getting here? We can do belt as pull, but I don't think there's a way that we can... I feel like some of it might even hinge on being able to get past the bugs, but they're not gonna let us past. And since we have pull, we can't... Yeah. We can't just pull something into them. Belt is tree. Until we have it being pulled around, we can't do anything with that. Wait. Belt is shift. Belt is pull. Then we can try to get tree is pull, but that's going to be very difficult to get out there. So, using belt is pull right here, we can manipulate the belt and use that to end up dragging the tree around somewhere. And then we want to try to see if we can make we want to see if we can turn... We want tree is pull off of here. Since we've used that to get the tree into the corner, and we can't normally turn something or pull something into a corner. Belt is tree. Not a good idea. We can't pull out the is anymore either. Okay, but what if we end up having to do something with, There's not a way for us to use the belt to pull words out of the corners here. We can push words like is, melt, or we can push the is into the corners here, but there's not a way to take them out. We can't pull the belt into any of the corners, so any of the stuff we push here, we can do nothing with. I feel like we're supposed to be able to do something with the is melt here, but it's not like we can take these out. I mean, we can try. Yeah, then we just get stuck because the words count as a push. And for what I know, we know that, words implicitly have a push with them, but they shouldn't have a pull, correct? Right, so... I know we'll have to mess with the rules, since we can't pull into a corner here. Yeah, if we go through that without ever messing with belt to shift, we'll be stuck. So the only possible thing we can do is start off with the is pull being applied to the belt. Then we get to pull the belt, but that also means we get to pull the tree. So what we have to do is figure out where the heck we need the tree then. I love puzzle games. I actually haven't been stumped on one in the longest time. Even the stuff in Outer Wilds I would have figured out eventually with enough experimentation. And that game only stumped me twice, essentially. And in both cases, it was fear that prevented me from continuing. The hot chocolate is now officially cold. The only thing we can do after this is belt is tree. Well, of course I was gonna love this game. It's basically a programmer puzzle game, but... there's sometimes I'm really not getting what to do. Tree is belt to shift? Then we wouldn't be able to manipulate anything with pull. And we can't push any of the words 2 spaces over unless we push it with a keyword. So... just to experiment with what we can also do. No, that wouldn't even work, because we still have to push them both in. But we can't push them past the bugs. Because once we put the bull up there, that'll be stuck. Yeah, it's pretty much, I can't even call it chocolate milk because I used water. We don't have milk in the house. Not right now. Although, when it's hot, you can't really tell the difference between milk and water. For, hot chocolate purposes, at least. I feel like there's an implicit rule that we're missing. Did you forget to buy milk? No, I just don't usually put milk in my hot chocolate. I usually use water. Alright. I'm going to look this one up because I still can't figure this one out. Baba is you. Forest 3. Yeah, as much as I love milk, water is a lot, hold on. Wait. Oh! See, I was on the right track. Check this out. This is what we were supposed to do. Okay, so I almost had the rule set right. What I didn't know, what I was focusing incorrectly on, was the fact that I could have pushed the other words in there and then moved the pull in. So now we can just do that. Okay. So, reviewing that one again. Okay, why do we have the extra blank spot over here? I guess as a, red herring then. Okay. So it was kind of on the right track, but... Yeah, the biggest thing that messes with me is, I keep trying to think about how we can make the rules interact. And because of that, I don't often enough think about, how the actual words interact with the rest of the rules. I'm going to go ahead and grab a refill on tea, and we'll be right back after that. And we are back. Hydrate redeemed. Sadly, that tea's been sitting in the pot for a while, so it is not boiling hot anymore. Which I suppose would be fine. You still need to have it cold enough to be able to drink it. So, one thing we always need to keep in mind, you can still mess with the rules as long as you put them in any orientation that works. So, it's kind of like the same way I got stumped on a math test a few years ago back in college. What ended up being a little weird was I eventually came across a calculus problem, which ended up going into an infinite loop whenever you derive it again. Basically, trigonometric functions, you know, sine, cosine, tangent. When you try to do calculus on them, sine just becomes cosine and then cosine just becomes sine. So, eventually I had a calculus problem that ended up in an infinite loop. What I couldn't figure out for the life of me was remembering that the algebra doesn't go away. So, the actual truth of it was I just had to do algebra on one of the last few loops where it started going in a pattern. Well, you do have an equal sign there, so you did get to do plus or minus, adding something on both sides, so on and so forth. Turns out the solution was easy. I just forgot that I still always had algebra in the options. I've always been kind of a one-track mind kind of person, so keeping track of a lot of different rules at once, I'll have to get used to. Belt is push, belt is shift, flag is win, wall is stop. Well, the first guess obviously would be to see how shift and push work with each other. If wall is not stop, then... Ah, flag is stop. And so is tree. Well, now that we have wall is stop fixed like that, we do get to push these around wherever we need. Tree is stop and so is flag. What happens if we do flag is shift? Okay. So, what we want to do here is we want to make it to where, flag is win, or, we can't change flag as win, but we can make flag something else. Or, what we want to try to do is make it to where, we occupy the same space as a stop when it becomes win. So we can do flag is belt, flag is push, which I think might be one of the easiest solutions we have here. And now what we need to do, if a belt shifts something that is push, or that is stop, can we make it slowly push the flag on top of us? Or will flag being stop mean that it pushes us along? when that happens. We might want to shift the belts around here. We'll have to think. Even just to test this out. You can't see the forest because of the trees, of course. Let's see. So we can try to set it up to where, if we have the belts into position and they are not shift, yeah, we can't push it or we can't push into it while it's stopped. Silly idea. Maybe not so high up, or so close there. Or we'll still have room to put in all the stuff we need to mess with. Flag is push. Put you on here. Then if we do belt is shift. Yeah, that'll push the flag on top of us, and then it will work. Then we got some harder levels coming up, it looks like. We might only be able to get through forest this evening. Looks like we've got a lot of more difficult levels lined up. Keke is move, Keke is right. Flowers defeat, Baba is you, and then we have a win over there. So, from the looks of this, we'll only be able to do... We'll only be able to use the up once. Question, what happens if we do Keke is Keke? Does that reset his orientation? No, it does not. Does move right have any... No, it does not. Does not have an interaction. So what it looks like is we'll have to use one of the is's over here, and then alternate the up and right. Keke is up. Now we have Keke is not up, so we'll need to use Keke is right whenever he steps into the top there. One more step. Keke is up, and now Keke is move. Disable the up. Keke is... Keke is right. Keke is up. Keke is move. And now, quite handsomely, Keke is win. Best buddies. Yeah, it's funny how 3 here was what stumped me harder than anything else. So we'll need to remember that we can orient our rules like that in the future. Let's see. Belt is wall, flag is win, belt is right, belt is shift, wall is wall, and stop. We can't change the wall into something that it is not. Rock is push. So, at some point... Right, not yet. We want this out of the way here, this over here. We can move this right here. Almost got too deep in the building again. It's been almost 2 hours that you've been doing that. Oh, wait, we can't even mess with the right there yet. There we go. We have these set into position now. So... do we even need to use anything about the, the belts there will be an issue. So we'll need to get that up, out of there. But is there a way that we can... Okay, a little silly, but... this is what we have to start with. Hey, don't worry about being late, Usagi. So now what we need to do is... with the minimum number of possible turns... Let's see, can we even just speedrun this? No, because it will turn into a wall before we get there. And now... wait... that's not going to work either. Because we have the two lines of belt there, we need to make sure that the rock is there in position. When... Belt is always going to be shift, so we'll need to have the rock set there. Does it work if we just do this? No. Up. Okay, so the up cannot be used as a modifier for another word. We need to have the rock set in place there and be able to get over to that flag. So... I don't think there's a way to set belt back to down, is there? So we can do belt is right just fine. Then that will keep them going right. We'll be left with belt is up after that. Right is up doesn't do anything. We have no option to push the belt, so... Hold on. We'll end up having belt is wall, flag is win. Is there a way we can set the words to where they'll end up having the correct desired orientation after enough shifts? We only have 2 columns here, so it doesn't look like there's any good ways that we can have it set in place horizontally. Or... So, we have 2 columns here, but if we have a belt is right... Yeah, we'll need the belt is up to get this out of here. But with the 2 lines here, we can try to set it up to where, we'll have the belts change direction after a certain number of shifts. It's a weird idea. So I feel like if we do something with, alternating the right or the up, perhaps. Ah, hold on. Yep, no, that's not gonna change it. So how do we get the belts here to work on a delay? Now we have everything set to up. We can bring this back out here. But it doesn't look like the right is going to do anything yet. We can come back to this one in a moment. Supermarket, what an interesting name. I guess that's because of all the conveyor belts around. Ah, here we are with this one again. Let me look at the other level before we try to tackle that one. I think we'll only be able to get through, the forest here tonight. Yeah, every single one of these levels has completely stumped us. Okay. We need 5 boxes to survive. We cannot move the, key is you out here. Box is weak, so if it interacts with the bug, it will be destroyed. Which also counts for the, keys that would be made out of it. Door and wall is stopped. Door is shut. We can't do doesn't look like we can do something like key has door. Key has box and door? Oh, wrong spot. Okay. I don't know what we need to use out of the weak effect here. We can't make bug as weak. We can try to get... No, since every case we have, we don't have a push, so we can't get the and by, making bug is defeat and weak. We can't get the and weak over there. Instead, we'll have to figure out how to get all these boxes over here. Okay, so what we can try to do is orient this to where we can end up having a, we have the 3 slots right here, which might be what we need. And now we check out... No. So maybe not quite that deep. But we know from that, does that spawn a key over there? Doesn't look like it. So we can't have them resolve on the same turn. Or... let's see. Aha! Ah, but we can't do it like that. Whoops. Box has key. Collect all of our keys. And there we go. So it did involve pushing two of the words on the other side there. We just had to get them past the bugs by pushing the other words. Like what we had with the forest level there. We needed to remember how we can get the words to interact with the rest of the environment. Which means the secret might be in a similar manipulation of those rules for this level. Key and rock is push. We know we can make rock is key. And key is push. Bavuk is you can be manipulated here, so we know this is something we have to do. Key and Baba is you, key and Baba is push. Baba and rock, Baba is rock, Baba is key. We need to be able to have two objects to put into the water and trigger the sink ability. The text cannot do that since the text is set to float. Key is open, door is shut. We already tried changing key to rock, and that's only going to resolve after the key is destroyed. So we can't ever have the key simultaneously shut or open the door and turn into a rock. Text is float, water is sink. No, that doesn't let us push the water. We don't want to ever push any of those directly into the wall. That will make it impossible to manipulate them. Rock is key. And push. But that doesn't make rock push, so we need rock is push. Or rock is key, key is push. Key and rock is push. That still won't give us a rock. We need two objects. I feel like that's a red herring. We're here. Now we need something to push onto the other side. Pushing the text over is just going to make them float, and then we can't do anything like that. We can use one is for two different rules. Rock is key. No, still stumped. Is there anything we can do to, wait a minute. Can we push Baba by making, rock is you. Baba is push. Yeah, still can't push you through the side there. Destroy Baba. And God, we don't have anything we can push to the other side. I keep thinking we'd want to have something to push to the other side of the water here. What am I missing? Okay, so I'm not looking directly at the solution, but what it says on the wiki is this level introduced the concept of being able to make multiple objects from a single object. So, there we go. That's all we have to do. So, you can make one object be multiple objects using the AND keyword. Rock is key and Baba. Okay, that's a completely new idea, but I think I can get it. Using the AND keyword, you can make one object become multiple objects. Belt to shift, kick it is you, hedge is stop, bug is defeat. Flag is push. Now we want to make multiple things win, I imagine. Now how do we make that win work? We're going to have to shift a few words around. So all the belts end up going into a terminus, essentially. We have one right here, and one right here. Meaning we can't push an is into any of those sections. So, bug is defeat. What we have to do here is we have to push some keywords into the belts. And, from there, somehow, we have to figure out how we push things down. So. We can push that out there. We can't get rid of any of the flag is pushes. We'll need to save that one for last. Right. So... No, we'll need a single flag here. We put you here. We will need the flag here. It's basically a Sokoban puzzle here. So what we'll need to end up with is... one thing occupying a space here, one thing occupying a space here. We can move flag as push here, and then we can end up pushing through there afterwards. Thing is, we'll need to have some blocks sacrificed here and there to make that work. We'll need flag is pushed to be true for when we're pushed through here against what should be a flag here. And now if we move this up here, we can't move the push down after that then. So we still need another block that we can move in there. I don't think the solution is using the is over here. We have specifically an is, so that's something we'll have to end up going with twice. Because it's an is, we can use flag is push multiple times. So what we can end up doing later if we have a flag pushed into here, we can push... Okay, Xander, slow down. Push a flag there. Then we use the is vertically, where we have to have another flag here. Ah! No. So we can eventually have a push here. After enough flag being pushed around, we can have it say flag is push on these various tiles here. Words always implicitly have a push, so we're probably going to have to do some orientation where we can eventually just push an is into one of these shafts. Wait. There might be some way we can try to push something back up from here? No, that doesn't look possible either. God, this one's being a mess too. So, if we can have push is right here, then we can push flag the word into a flag object here in a moment. No, because you wouldn't push the flag and have flag be push on the same turn. If we do that one first, we can take care of this before anything else. Then we can try using this is for something different. We wait on that one. We move this one into position here. No, we'll need that is. Darn! God, the effort that they would have had to come up with making this. I think we'll have to do it all at once. Or... no, there's going to be a process to this. So another trick we can pull when we're starting to set this up towards the end. Have push be pushed down there. But that's still not gonna get the flag on the conveyor belt that we need. One flag here. Push it in with the other flag. push that with is? No, because then we couldn't push it even further away from the, bug. Ah, but flag is no longer pushing that kid. Oh, wait. I didn't need to hit the restart button. I feel like I'm getting out of brain juice at this point. You know, it is late enough in the evening, and we have roughly approached our 3-hour mark. While I need a moment to reconsider things. Wow, they've really made these levels a lot harder. Moving floor, lock the door. Which one was this? We hadn't looked at this one yet. Love is when fungus is defeat, so another thing where we need to move bug out of the way. Yeah, no, I'm not even thinking. I think 3 hours might be the limit here. I think I'm going to call it since I've very solidly run out of brain juice. The game's getting exponentially harder, and I can appreciate that, especially since it seems like we're already roughly halfway done with the base game. Yeah, Xander's definitely broken. Okay, yeah, that one, just wanted to take a look at this one again. I don't think there's anything, out of these sets of rules here that we don't know how to use yet. But yeah, this one's pretty wildly diverse. Rock is rock, rock cannot be pushed. We do not yet have flag is win. We need to make rock weak. I think we've actually already explored all the concepts that we'd find in here. But we'll give that a big crunch another time. That unlocks most of the levels on the map at this point. God, there's so much to study. We'll gladly think about that another time when we can finally get back to this. So, things should be the same for next week. I hope everyone has if you happen to be one who celebrates it, a lovely Christmas for this weekend. I do not have any Discord weekend plans, so the next time we'll see each other, aside from a few Discord messages, will probably be on Monday. Next week should be relatively the same stream schedule. I think I'm going to try to pick up a different Toho game for Wednesday. We might do a little bit of what is it? Toho 6 on Wednesday, but I'd like to try to move on directly to Toho 7, and we can revisit Toho 6 after I've gotten a little bit more used to the way some of the bullet patterns work, and generally a lot of the hitboxes, some of the conveniences we can find in newer games. We'll probably end up doing that for an hour, and then we'll have what is unusual, a fighting game labbing stream, where I just try to get myself in some practice on a few combos in Soku, and possibly see if we can get in some beginner matches. Next week we'll close out December the same way we've done it all so far. What a nice and relaxed time we have. I'll think about seeing what games I can put on the list to start in 2023, especially since we've got a new year and chances for a lot of new games. I'd like to try to get back to our usual, much more dense schedule after we just take the rest for December. 'Tis a bit late, but it also is a Friday. Are y'all in the mood for a raid? I'll see if we have any friends streaming something really cool and interesting right now. Rose is red, violet is blue, rest is win, Xander is you. Delightful. You know who we haven't seen in a while? Kuma. I mean, he's been in the chat, but I know his streams are always relaxed and delightful, so I will go ahead and drop and pass it over to ya boy Kuma, who gladly is one of the other streamers that matches my otherwise relaxed energy. Go ahead and give him a science raid for me. Yeah, we could make a Baba. Actually, he has seen us play Baba, so go do a Xander is raid. That will be character appropriate enough. Yeah, go ahead and hand one of those over to Kuma, and I will gladly see you all on Monday. Thank you everyone for your attendance. Class is dismissed.